Hey, this is Kikanobi. I'm going to take you through a quick run through of how I made my Chemical Brothers rework. Now, my first port of call whenever starting a new rework is always who sampled who. In this case, the main sample for Hey Boy, Hey Girl was from the track The Roof Is On Fire by Rockmaster Scott and the Dynamic 3. You can check it out right here. It'll sound very familiar.
Hey girls, beat boys, superstar DJs, here we go! Somebody say huh!
And so that beat right there is what I used as the foundations of my track. I don't think the Chemical Brothers used that beat necessarily in their track, but I thought, wow, how cool, that beat's great, it's on its own. So I took that and put that in my own track and used those vocals, and that's really all I took from the original samples that the Chemical Brothers use. I just thought that's quality, that's solid, and then I took it into Logic. And so here we are in my Logic session with the beat chopped up, and I did throw the kick and the snare into Melodyne and repitched it so that it was nicely in key, and it sounded quite dope. This is how it sounded. And then once I got the beat sorted and the vocals sorted, all I did was I took the original melody, the original riff, and I threw it into an acid instrument, an instrument that replicates the sound of the Roland 303, which I just love, and it sounded like this. And I just thought that sounded so strong on its own. I normally go through and I like to use as much of the original track as possible in my reworks, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something different with this. This just sounds so solid on its own that I just decided to use the acid riff and the vocal and the original beat with a bit of automation like this. Just to spice it up a bit, give it some movement. And there you go. That was the foundations of the track. A very stripped back rework, this one. I didn't go over the top. Just used those key elements, tweaked those key elements, built them around, built the tune around all those elements, and then create a big build up, which I always love. Having said all that, one of my favorite parts of the track was the drop, and all it was an extra layer on the acid, which gave it a sort of like a nice drop feel. So this was the tweak of the riff with a few modulations on the acid. Let me get on the right. Lay that with the original acid bass line that I had going on. And we have some peak time rave mayhem. And to top it all off, I decided to do an AI clip, and it all came together like this.
Here we go!